starring Telltale Games, President Association of Universal Partnership and Licensing. Back to the Future, the game. I'm hoping that I probably would really have to edit these sounds when I edit these for YouTube, because I definitely think it's gonna
What?
get hit hard with it.
Where am I?
There's Edna.
Ah, Citizen Plus? Citizen Plus?
Okay, escape from Marty's Citizen Plus waiting room. Okay.
That's not very relaxing. Doesn't look like it's on.
Camera.
Doesn't look like it's on.
Doesn't look like it's on.
Make sure the McFly boy is prepped for his Citizen Plus treatment by the time I finish with my husband.
How is Citizen Brown?
I'm afraid it's worse than we imagined. He's gone completely antisocial.
Darn.
We're using every tool at our disposal to snap him out of it. But I fear that nothing short of a complete personality rebuild will bring our leader back to us.
And it's all McFly's fault?
Unbelievable, isn't it? One teenage hooligan has brought Hill Valley to the brink of ruin. Ah, well. Let me know when he's ready. I'll be tending to Citizen
Also-
Brown.
I gotta get out of here and rescue Doc.
New shirt. New shirt. Tales of a Taco. If anyone is in chat seeing that. Anyways, let's get to it.
Someone's locked up all my stuff. I'll never get that combination on my own. Hey, let me out! Hello?
What?
Let me out of here.
Sorry, sir, but Citizen Plus patients aren't allowed to exit their waiting rooms until the Citizen Plus treatment chamber has been suitably prepped for their procedure.
You can't keep me in here. It's against the law.
When you signed your Citizen Plus treatment agreement, you gave the Citizen Plus ward legal approval to incarcerate you until the completion of your Citizen Plus treatment.
I didn't sign anything.
Of course you did, sir. Citizen Edna handed me the paperwork herself.
Of course she did. I don't suppose you believe me if I told you that Edna forged my signature?
That's a good one, sir.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, could
She
you get
did.
me
Sorry.
a burger or something? The only food I've had today is a tofu dog.
Regrettably, sir, the
Edna
rigors of the
modes?
Citizen Plus treatment require you
Kinda.
to begin the process with an empty stomach.
Why is all my stuff locked in a cage?
In order to ensure that Citizen Plus patients don't injure themselves, their belongings are placed in a locked box until the completion of their Citizen Plus treatment.
Injure themselves?
It's a very intensive process. Some people can't handle it.
Really?
Can I take a look at my stuff for a second?
Why?
I want to make sure my guitar neck isn't getting bent.
What?
Come on, man. My parents spent a fortune on that thing.
Fine. Back away from the door, sir.
No. Wait.
There. How's the guitar?
I guess it's okay.
Good.
I'll never get that combination on my own.
Okay, let's get some hints. Maybe there's something or someone to help you get out of here. Are there other prisoners in the Citizen Plus ward? Look in the window next to Marty's bed. Oh, okay. Guess I should have done that.
Jen? Hey, Jennifer!
Can't hear you.
I gotta get her attention. That's not very relaxing.
Martin?
Ah, Dad, is that you?
Who else would it be?
Where are you?
Back in the garage. What are you doing in the Citizen Plus ward?
Edna threw me in here.
She can't do that to my son. How can I help?
Could you let me talk to Jennifer?
Jennifer Parker?
Yeah, she's in the room next door.
Let's see, that'd be waiting room beta. Got it.
You're all patched in, son. Jennifer.
Martin, is that you? Where are you?
I'm over here, in the camera.
Oh, Martin, aren't you in enough trouble already?
Trouble? Jen, what are you talking about?
You know, with all the drinking and the PDAs.
PDA.
Oh, what's wrong with you? You sound
Publicans.
strange.
I used to be strange, Martin, but thanks to my first Citizen Plus treatment, I'm well on my way to becoming an average, well-adjusted teenager.
Oh,
Citizen
no.
Plus. Oh, no. Jen, not you too. Why's your door open?
Now that I'm finished with my Citizen Plus treatment, I'm free to go whenever I want. I'm just waiting for the nice guard to escort me out.
Oh, boy.
Hey, do you know what time it is?
No.
Didn't they give you some kind of digital watch when you were done with all that brainwashing?
The Citizen Plus watch? I won't get one of those for another 5 or 6 treatments.
Oh, boy. Okay, that's
Rats. How'd you wind up in the Citizen Plus program anyway?
My dad signed me up, and it's
Oh,
a
boy.
good thing, too. I was completely out of control.
I kind of liked it. So, what was your Citizen Plus treatment like anyway?
Well, that's weird. I don't really remember. Must be a side effect of the treatments.
Jen, this whole Citizen Plus thing is a scam. Edna's using it to take control of everyone in Hill Valley, including her husband.
You know, Citizen Edna told me you were having paranoid delusions, but I had no idea.
Jen, snap out of it. This isn't the real you. I mean, it's kind of like the real you, but not like the real you in this timeline.
Wow, that's...
I know, it sounds crazy.
I'd never call you crazy, Martin. You're just sick. I should know I used to be sick too. But now I never want to spray paint a Buick or listen to rock music ever again.
Oh, no. Oh, no. She loves rock
Hey,
music.
on your way out, do you think you could help me break out of here?
Oh, I couldn't do that, Martin. It's against the rules.
Could you hang around for a few minutes? It's nice to have someone to talk to.
I'll be here until the guard comes for me. Then I'll really have to tell him about how you're hijacking the cameras.
Don't.
Oh, come on, don't be a narc.
I'm not a narc. I'm a good citizen.
Dad,
How can I help, son?
not that I'm not happy that you're here, but why are you here?
I'm looking for your mother.
Mom?
After you left, she and I had a big old fight, and, well, she went and signed herself up for a full battery of Citizen Plus treatments.
Didn't you tell her about Biff?
I tried, but you know your mother. Once she puts her mind to something, she's a regular force of nature.
I figure that if I can just find her, maybe I can talk her out of this foolishness.
Dad, those Citizen Plus watches are gonna turn everyone in Hill Valley into robots, starting with Citizen Brown.
I always suspected digital watches were evil.
It's not the watches, Dad, it's Edna. She's completely lost
Not
it.
all of them, yeah.
Citizen Edna's crazy? Oh, that's not good. Although it would explain a lot.
Of course it would. Oh, I didn't notice my webcam covers a lot. Any advice
Got
on getting
any
out of
advice
here?
for getting out of here?
Keep working on Jennifer. She may be acting strange, but that girl's crazy about you.
I tried to peek over the guard's shoulder to get the combination, but he's too tall.
Over his shoulder? Hold on.
What?
I may have it on tape.
Zoom, enhance, zoom, enhance. Ha!
What?
The camera was high enough to see over his shoulder.
Nice work, Dad.
The combination is left.
2 left.
8 right. 18 left. 32 right.
All right.
Hey, your guitar. I'm sorry I tried to throw it out.
Yeah, the guitar's pretty cool, but this is what I care about.
No fair making your dad all misty, son.
Dad,
How can I help, son?
Any information I'm gonna get? Any advice
you
to
got
getting
any
out?
advice for getting out of here?
Jennifer still giving you problems?
Yeah.
Try appealing to her with something she loves about you. That always worked with your mom.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Back when
Wait.
she loved anything about me.
So, have you found Mom yet?
Not yet.
You wouldn't believe how many cameras they've got around here.
Stay close, Dad.
I'm as close as I can get, Martin.
Martin. Oh, I didn't know I can hold down the left trigger. That happens. Okay. I think I remember this. I select the guitar.
Okay, Jen, here's a little something I think you're gonna like. At least, I hope you still do.
But the door's still open.
Martin?
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Martin? What are you doing?
Unlock the rebelness.
What's going on here?
I have no idea, sir. I was minding my own business when all of a sudden a horrible noise started coming out of that camera.
Well, that's not right.
Yeah, well, neither is this.
Oh.
No one scrambles my brain. You hear me? No one. I'm Jennifer Parker, rock and roller.
Jen?
Oh, yeah, right.
What's the word for this?
Yeah, Jen.
No time for small talk, McFly. We need to get you disguised so we can walk out of here. Calvin Klein underwear? Really?
Yes.
There.
Really.
How do I look?
Little short for a stormtrooper, but it'll have to do. Come on.
Little work for a short stormtrooper. Can I still talk to Dad?
I don't feel like serenading anyone right now.
Okay, that's it. Oh no.
Dad? Dad?
Uh-oh. Dad's gone. Okay, oh no. Rock and roll. Hard rocking Jen is starting to become a Citizen Plus program. Starting the program buff with booze and cigars with a Jen love. I already did this. Why would it ask me to give the same hint again?
Okay, Hotshot, what's next?
Now we rescue Citizen Brown, get the hell out of here, and get things back to the way they're supposed to be.
Whatever, just as long as I get to break some stuff. I've got a lot of pent-up hostility right now, you know?
Miss Parker,
What the?
Yeah.
I'm here to escort you to the lobby. Your father's waiting for you.
Can he wait? I was hoping that this attractive young man could take me on a tour of the facilities.
I'm afraid I really must insist, miss.
Relax, Jennifer. I've got everything under control.
Really?
Really.
Okay then. But first... Mwah!
Public affection.
What was that for?
For saving me, dummy. Let's go, officer.
You know, I'm probably gonna have to write you up for a PDA violation.
Don't bite me.
What?
Rock and roll.
Rescue Citizen Brown from the Citizen Plus procedure.
Jeez, he looks miserable.
The power of love.
Hang on, Your Honor. I'll have you out of here in no time. I've seen that helmet somewhere before, but it never did that.
Can I have some of that? Feels like I haven't eaten in years. No, that's Tannen's. He's not allowed to eat it until he's taken his pacification pill. We tried to give it to him an hour ago, but he still hasn't swallowed it.
Let me try. I could be pretty persuasive.
No.
Don't worry, Emmett. It'll all...
Hey,
Shh, busy. Don't touch that! I need the caffeine.
I know what to do. I think I have to. You'll never free citizen around until you get rid of the technician at this. Yeah, I need the pill.
wow, they've really got this door locked up tight. I wonder what sick freak they've got in here. Ah! I should have known. Hi, Biff. Looks like your intercom's busted. Just as well. It'd probably be just a bunch of swearing and mixed metaphors anyway. You want out of here, big guy? Guess they don't work. Hey,
Guess who?
Biff. Guess who your guard is? Peekaboo!
Eat your
The
pill.
guard says I'm not supposed to give you any food until you swallow your pill.
Oh, I remember now.
Hospital
Wow, I can't
override.
believe I remember something 12 years ago. I need a sheet of paper.
Do you mind? I'm trying to run a complete personality rebuild on the big man himself here.
And?
And the last thing I need is your stubby little fingers turning Hill Valley's savior into a drooling rutabaga.
Is there a
Rutabaga?
problem over there, citizen?
No problem, ma'am.
Good. Let's get back to it.
I'd never get my hand under there.
What are you doing in here?
Looking for the bathroom?
The next scheduled bathroom break isn't for another 158 minutes.
Right.
No improvement, Citizen Edna. Shall I recycle the treatment?
Very well. Increase the overall stimulation levels by a factor of 1.21 kilocalories and start again.
Jennifer's door. Okay.
Hey, get me out of here.
Sorry, can't hear you in this thing, but thanks for the duds, though.
What's up, Kira? I have no idea.
It's broken. I guess Jen did that so the guard won't be able to call for help.
No.
They said it in the game. Oh, probably wasn't paying attention. Just a little Google. It looks like a... You might have spelt it wrong, but that's a location in India.
There's no one in my cell to talk to.
Stop fighting it, darling. You're only hurting.
There's nothing I need in there.
Ah. The newspaper.
I almost feel sorry for the poor guy. Almost. Hi, Biff. Come on, Biff, just swallow your pill. I'd never get my hand under there.
Increase somatosensory fluids by...
Oh, Biff spit.
Hey, is that a public display of affection over there?
What? Sorry, it was just a shadow. Stop goofing around and get back to work.
Yes, sir.
Jeez, what have they been feeding Biff? Horse tranquilizers?
Nightbot's been talking a
Who,
lot.
me? I mean, me?
Yes, you. As you can see, that slacker of a technician is sleeping on the job again. Please be a dear and tend to the Citizen Plus control panel, will you?
Sure.
Okay, Doc, I'm in. Now, how do I get you out of here without turning you into a vegetable?
Oh.
Looks like a giant air freshener. Weird. Jeez, where's the off button on this thing? Hey, an equalizer. At least, I think it's an equalizer.
Oh, gosh. You've taken control of Citizen Brown's Citizen Plus procedure, but you still can't just waltz down there and wheel him out. Maybe you can repel him out? That speaker looks mighty familiar. See what happens when you push the volume controls all the way up.
I'm sorry about the discomfort, my love, but it's really all for the best.
Volume. Finally, a word I can understand.
Oh, is this a reference?
Okay, that moved him a few inches. Maybe I can blast him right out the door. I can't plug my guitar into that. There's no jack. He'll be out for a while.
What was that? Turning on the volume nudge. Edna seems to be able to talk to Citizen Brown through her microphone. You have to get in and out of the observation deck. Push the Ultra slider all the way up.
What are you doing over
Olfactory.
Olfactory.
I think I know what that means.
What the?
Looks like the aroma tanks have clogged themselves again.
Oh, thank you. I hadn't noticed that. Come on, make yourself useful. I'm sorry about the delay, dear. This'd go a lot easier if you just gave up this madness about time machines and altering the past. You should concentrate on the future.
There is no future for us.
You won't think that in a few more hours.
Damn, he's a bitch.
Edna!
Alright, Anna cleared out, leaving Marty free to use her microphone. Marty's, maybe I can use a guitar there. Marty's voice can't possibly produce enough decibel.
Please, think about the consequences of your actions.
Me? You're the one threatening the social order of Hill Valley with your crazy time machine.
Oh, I see it. I see the port thing right down there. X. The car.
Hey, Doc, let's get ready to blow this joint.
What was that? You! What are you doing?
Getting my friend out of here, you nutcase.
Ow.
Okay, that was a little less dramatic than I had expected. Whoa!
Oh. Rock on!
Let's go, Your Honor.
What? I can't hear you!
You're welcome.
To him, you slackers!
Slackers.
Attention citizens. This is an Omega-1 priority alert. Potential
Free Citizen Brown.
informants are loose in the courthouse. Please return to your home until the situation has been resolved. Have a nice day.
No, they got in there fast.
What do we do now?
Now we wait for the guards to clear out so we can make a break for your time machine.
Time machine.
Hey, it's my mom. Hey,
Don't talk to her. She could give us away.
what the heck was Edna doing to you back there?
She was trying to rebuild my personality from the ground up, erasing the parts she didn't like.
Harsh. Shouldn't we go help?
Once we go back and change history, none of this will ever happen.
Oh.
I guess. Where is the DeLorean anyway?
I had the wreck towed to my secret lab near Clayton Ravine.
Clayton Ravine, as in Clara Clayton?
Why? Is that significant?
Well, Clara's kind of supposed to be your wife, so yeah.
Yeah, so which means
Fascinating.
he never went back.
All right, Dad.
Falcon punch.
No offense, Your Honor, but why'd you marry Edna anyway? She's kind of crazy.
Yes, now. But back when we were first dating, her madness was tempered by an ironclad sense of right and wrong. At least, that's how it seemed to me at the time.
Oh. Public affection.
Mom, Dad, no.
They'll be fine. Once we repair the time stream, none of this will ever have happened.
I guess you're right.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Great. Let's go fix the DeLorean.
I'm afraid I'll have to do that without you, Martin.
What? Why?
Well, from what little I understand of time travel, if you help me rebuild the time machine, your presence in the repair efforts could cause some sort of temporal paradox after we return to 1931.
So what am I supposed to do? Just hang out here in Bizarro Hill Valley until you fix the time machine?
Exactly. But don't worry, if things work out according to plan, you won't even notice I'm gone.
You know, for a second there, you sounded almost as confusing as the real Doc. No.
See? We're making progress already. See you soon, Martin.
Good luck, Your Honor.
Oh, and you might want to stay off the streets for a few seconds.
Stay off the street.
Yeah, because time machine, buddy.
Citizen Brown? Emmett?
Citizen Brown is taking a while. Maybe you should go look for him.
He's not coming back, you know.
What are you talking about?
Emmett, without me to guide him, he's almost useless. Before I found him, he was a miserable failure who never finished anything. But with me
She was
to
just
inspire
there. Oh my God.
him, look at what we've built.
You're not the only inspiration of Doc's life, you know. In my timeline, he married one of the sweetest women of the 19th century.
Sweetness. Blech. Emmett needs discipline to stay focused. He's so easily distracted.
You think you've inspired Doc? I'll have you know that without you, Emmett Brown is destined to build a time-traveling DeLorean and a flying time train.
Preposterous. Emmett couldn't even build a dog feeder without me to guide him.
Yes, he can.
Well, he did that, too. Yeah, you've inspired him all right. Inspired him to turn Hill Valley into a bunch of uptight dorks.
I wouldn't expect a delinquent like you to understand.
Okay, Your Honor. Starting to get a little concerned here.
It worked! Ha ha! 1 second I'm in the present, the next I'm 6 months in the past. Amazing!
6 months? It took you 6 months to repair the time machine?
6 months, my family fortune, and a sketchy deal with a gang of Libyan nationals. But it was all worth it for this moment. Ha ha!
Emmett, don't do this. You need help.
Oh, blow it out of your exhaust, poor dear. Now that I've escaped into the past, your pack of divorce lawyers can't... Martin, how long have you been waiting for me?
A couple of minutes, maybe?
That's curious. I set the repair time circuits to arrive only a couple of seconds after I left. Oh, well, I'm sure there's no need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Here.
What's this?
Clothes for our trip. We can't have you traipsing around 1931 in that ridiculous outfit.
Wait, our trip?
You didn't think I was going to let you erase the worst mistake of my life without my help, did you?
Oh, worst mistake.
Fine, leave. I'll ruin you, Emmett!
No, no, you won't.
I run this town.
The moment we go back, all gone.
Time circuit set for August 26, 1931. You ready to go, Your Honor?
Call me, Doc.
Music like this, I gotta be careful when I put it on YouTube. And okay, we're back in 1931.
This is where I last saw him. You, teenage you. You were headed this way, arm in arm with Edna.
Luckily, my erstwhile wife was never the type to kiss on a first date. If we work fast and stay focused, we can see to it that our relationship never moves beyond the hand-holding stage. Well, will you look at that? The old town theater.
Very cool.
I haven't thought about this place in years. The missus made me tear it down back in '71. Said the movies were corrupting the younger generation. It was all nonsense, of course. I spent countless evenings here in my youth, and it never turned me into a hoodlum. Say, remember Public Enemy? Why, you dirty rat, no good yellow-bellied stool? Never did manage to see Frankenstein, though.
But you're going to. That's what we're here for, remember?
Right, of course. The film that was supposed to set off a chain reaction in my imagination, inspire me with a notion that would launch my scientific career.
You've still got no memory of what that notion was?
How could I? It happened in the brain of a different Emmett Brown. An Emmett Brown now erased by the shifting sands of time. Luckily for us, I do know something about my own brain, having lived in it for the past 70-plus years. Once we get my younger self re-inspired by that movie, nothing will distract him from his proper... Great Scott, will you look at that?
The town square?
It's just like I remember it, only dirtier. Oh, the old courthouse.
Come on now, Doc. You need to go inside and check it out. First rule of time travel, Doc. Never allow your other self to catch sight of you. It could cause reality to collapse or something.
You mean?
Right behind you. Don't peek. Go on. I'll let you know when you're gone. And don't forget, you're Carl Sagan.
The billions and billions guy?
The suspected arsonist.
Huh?
Just go with it.
Convince Emmett to go see Frankenstein.
Harry! You do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been hiding?
Oh, you know, here and there, you're a little hard to pin down yourself. I went looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a beautiful lady. You know, I never really got a chance to thank you.
Well, I'm sure you would have escaped Kid on your own.
Kid? Oh, sure, I'm grateful for that, but no, I'm talking about Edna. It's funny to think of now, but until that crisis, I actually thought Edna and I disliked one another. Imagine!
Yeah, well, sometimes first impressions are right. The thing is, you shouldn't let Edna distract you from, you know, the business at hand. Finishing your project for the expo and going to see Frankenstein.
Oh, pshaw. I'm far too busy for movies these days.
But,
And as for my project, it's practically done.
The rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of date. I've junked the rocket car.
But...
More trouble than it's worth. I'll never figure out a propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
Social utility? Since when do you care about...
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
The what?
It was Edna's
Mental-
idea, and she's really been cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the expo.
Emmett, I'm a little confused here. What day is it?
Why, it's opening day. The opening day of the expo. Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab. If Edna
boy,
catches
yep.
me dawdling, there'll be heck to
Time
pay.
circuits were
Get you
kind of
around,
hectic.
Callahan.
October 12th. Doc?
Oh, God, they got the wrong date.
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for August.
Oh, we're 2 months late. The expo's about to start and teenage you is already in over his head with Edna.
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember how I was late picking you up in '86?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits, and the problem appears to be getting worse. If we try to jump now, we could find ourselves stranded in the Cenozoic age. Or worse, the Mesozoic.
Then we're stuck?
For the time being. I'll look into the problem and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other problem.
Right. I'll go to the lab and see if I can talk teenage you out of...
Impossible. If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I remember. Better to focus on the more clear-headed half of the couple.
Edna? Where can I find her?
Where do you think? I'll drive. The DeLorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
You gotta drive the DeLorean in 1931. Okay. Or say it is part of the expo. Oh, this guy.
You were right. There she is.
My soon-to-be ex-future wife is nothing if not predictable.
Do I really have to talk to her? I mean, couldn't I just hang out until you fix the time circuits and...
Oh!
I'll talk to her. You better get the DeLorean out of sight before someone...
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All Car of the Future contestants need to report to the North Tent.
Why not? Good luck!
Hiding in plain sight.
Come see the cars of the future. Brought to you by Statler DeSoto.
What did she have to say?
Edna? Oh, I haven't talked to her yet.
Well, what are you waiting for? We need to get those kids separated.
Hey, Artie.
Officer!
Officer?
Right. Don't blow your cover.
Will you please keep your mind on the task at hand?
Can't talk right now.
Okay, I'll talk to Edna.
Spell it B-R-O-W-N. It's not exactly an obscure name.
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love... Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... oh, dear.
Mr. Callahan, you do pop up at the oddest times. What are you doing here?
I need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to deal with Mr. Stonewall here.
I remember that.
His
No matter
sole
what you
function
pick,
seems to be
she
preventing
interrupts
people
you.
from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did. Have you seen Emmett?
Nope.
No.
Then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think, he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him. I've never known anyone like him, so oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even like him.
Yeah. I don't get it. I mean, Emmett's nice and all, but he's not exactly the kind of guy that has girls swarming all over him.
Well, I'm not your average girl.
Yeah, but...
I appreciate your concerns, Mr. Callahan, but I can take care of myself. I know what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmett fits the bill to a T. That's Emmett Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Just a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not
open?
till tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds! You got official business here?
Yeah.
Well, stay out of the way of the workers.
Okay.
You look familiar. Do I know you?
Nope. The brown place is on Riverside Drive. Way too far to go on foot. I wonder how Doc's coming with the DeLorean. It's not as nice as my truck back in '86. Jeez, I hope I still have a truck back in '86.
Yeah, that truck is much better. I would love me a good classic truck.
Doc's right. If we want to break Edna and Emmett up, we'd better approach it from Edna's side of the relationship. Ahem. You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Callahan. You know that? Well, his physical appearance for one thing. Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear
Clark
at the
Gable.
expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Looks good in a suit. Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
Faithful as a Labrador. Check.
Thirdly, and most important...
Yes?
Well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good brain.
Interesting.
I see. And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities...
Say, what's your game?
Just curious, just trying to understand the female mind.
Well, understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble. I've made a big investment in Emmett. Not money, but I've sunk all my ambitions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly disillusioned before I'd call it quits with Emmett. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Got
now,
it.
Mr. Cub Reporter, is there anything else?
So you say Emmett only has eyes for you?
Absolutely. It's almost embarrassing how devoted he is to me.
Well, it's good to hear he's finally settling down.
Yes. Settling down?
You know, ready to stop playing the field, as it were.
Playing the... Oh, you're joking.
What the heck is this mental alignment meter of Emmett's?
Oh, it's an absolutely revolutionary invention. Measures a person's affinities, what he's attracted to, what he's repulsed by, that sort of thing.
Interesting. And it really works?
Well, of course. What's the point of inventing something that doesn't work? Or, anyway, it works well enough for my purposes.
But I can't help feeling sorry for him.
Who?
All of Emmett's other girls, now that he's with you.
Please, I think I know Emmett by now. There are no other girls.
I wonder what's going to happen to Emmett's little black book.
Little black book?
Oh, it's legendary. That's what enabled Emmett to become the, Valentino of Hill Valley High. Gee, I wonder if he'd let me have it.
You must think I'm pretty gullible, Mr. Callahan.
You say you know Emmett is a model citizen, but you don't know him as well as I do. Did you know he once cheated some Libyans out of plutonium?
Plutonium? What would Libyans want with plutonium? I'm sure he had a very good reason. Emmett's mind map demonstrates conclusively his brain is oriented toward virtue.
This one time, to power one of his science experiments, Emmett hijacked a train.
Please, there hasn't been a train hijacking in Hill Valley since the days of Mad Dog Tannen.
Emmett's done a lot of shady things in his time. My vice principal warned me to stay away from him.
Your vice principal sounds like a dolt.
Rather hard for me to picture Emmett as a chick magnet.
Chick magnet?
A guy who gets the girls, motors running.
Motors?
Who makes them, you know.
You mean a chic?
Yeah.
Well, it's a matter of taste, I suppose, but when he's properly pomaded and decked out in my grandfather's white suit, Emmett just glows. Makes my heart flutter a bit just to picture him.
Oh, okay. So I think this is it for talking.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
Oh, Grandma.
Hey, Audie. You seen my Oriole?
You mean this?
Yeah, thanks.
She gets to come and go freely, and I'm forced to wait. I love it.